Have you ever wondered what secrets rest behind the silent and powerful stones of Machu Picchu? Everything you have learned about the origins of civilization in Peru might only be a small part of the real story. Curiosity leads us to explore places where science and legend blend into one monumental mystery. Machu Picchu is far more than just a sacred lost city. There are secrets here that challenge logic, rational history, and even the very limits of human understanding. If some believe these stones witness contact between humans and mysterious forces, are we ready to journey into that possibility? Stay with me, because together we will trace the paths of mystery, history, curiosity, UFOs, and the search for extraterrestrial wisdom in one of the world's most enigmatic places. Since the 15th century, Machu Picchu has rested above the Amazon clouds as one of the greatest riddles of the Andes. How can a city be built more than 7,800 feet above sea level, using stones so massive and perfectly cut that we cannot slide even the thinnest blade between them? No matter how much our technology advances, researchers admit there are architectural secrets here that remain unsolved. Mathematics, geometry, astronomy, and strange understandings of physics are etched into every wall of this lost citadel. But here arises the first disturbing question. Did the ancient Incas really possess enough knowledge to create such a marvel? Or did unknown civilizations share their wisdom in ages past? The closer we look, the more curiosity grows about what really happened in these highlands. The precision of the joints between the gigantic stones challenges our understanding of ancient engineering. Blocks weighing hundreds of tons were transported through impossible mountainous terrain and then fitted together with a perfection that not even our best engineers can replicate today. What kind of technology allows such a feat in an era when supposedly there were no iron tools or knowledge of the wheel? The marks found on the rock surfaces present characteristics that do not correspond to any known implement from the Inca era. Perfectly parallel grooves, as if they had been made by industrial diamond saws, challenge any conventional explanation. Could it be possible that the builders of Machu Picchu possessed technology far more advanced than we imagine? The location of Machu Picchu was not a random choice. Many believe it is perfectly aligned with the sun and the stars, revealing surprisingly advanced astronomical knowledge. The Temple of the Sun reveals a remarkable relationship with the solstice, suggesting an advanced and intentional system of celestial observation that transcends what would be expected for that time period. How did they achieve this astronomical precision, and what did these alignments really mean? Local shamans have long described energy lines connecting Machu Picchu with sites like Sacsayhuaman, Ollantaytambo, and the mystery of the Nazca lines. Could there have been a network of power designed to channel wisdom from above, or to mark a sacred grid on Earth? The orientation of the citadel allows for complex astronomical observations that demonstrate deep knowledge of celestial mechanics. The Intihuatana, the famous sacred stone, functions as a perfect solar clock, but its precision goes far beyond simply marking the hours of the day. This structure can determine solstices, equinoxes, and even the movement of distant constellations. Did ancient Andean peoples receive or channel knowledge from other worlds? Could these centers be beacons, points of contact between humanity and the unknown? The strategic positioning of Machu Picchu suggests that its builders possessed detailed star maps and advanced understanding of cosmic cycles that officially would not be discovered until centuries later. Walk through Machu Picchu and you will encounter stones weighing many tons, cut and joined without mortar, lasting hundreds of years through earthquakes and storms. Some stones show marks that resemble the effect of tools we cannot explain for that time in history. Legends speak of singing stones and strange instruments capable of vibrating and softening rock through specific sound frequencies. Are these remnants of a myth or evidence of a science the world has forgotten? Are we looking at the memory of a lost technology? Or is it even possible that otherworldly visitors left behind this impossible precision? Microscopic analysis of the rock surfaces reveals disturbing anomalies, signs of vitrification that require extremely high temperatures, impossible to achieve with conventional technology of that era. What kind of heat would be necessary to melt solid granite and then mold it with such geometric precision? Some stones contain traces of elements that should not be present in the local geology. Compounds that can only be created through advanced industrial processes reached the Andes Mountains more than 500 years ago. Certain rocks appear to have been molded while they were in a semi-liquid state, suggesting molecular manipulation technology that officially did not exist in pre-Columbian America. Countless UFO sightings have been reported in the valleys and peaks surrounding Machu Picchu. Since the beginning of the last century, locals and visitors describe strange lights, shining objects moving across the mountains in silence, sometimes even hovering low before mysteriously disappearing. Some witnesses insist these lights return at specific times, especially during astronomical events like eclipses and planetary alignments. Could they be natural phenomena, or is there a deeper mystery connecting Machu Picchu with the skies above? Has this land always attracted attention from beyond Earth? Commercial pilots regularly report sightings of flying objects with impossible characteristics over the Peruvian Andes. Maneuvers that defy known laws of physics in speeds that exceed any current aeronautical technology. Could these phenomena be related to the ancient visitors who possibly helped build Machu Picchu? What secret draws these phenomena here, and what are they watching for? Peruvian military bases maintain classified files about incidents involving UFOs in the Cusco and Machu Picchu region. Documents that are rarely released to the public, but occasionally leak, revealing extraordinary encounters between military aircraft and objects of completely unknown origin. Nazca, not far from Machu Picchu, reveals even more bewildering questions. Gigantic geoglyphs cover the desert floor, visible only from high altitude. Why did people with such limited means create patterns that only the sky can clearly see? Were these lines made for rituals to call the rain? Or could they be messages, maps, or signals for aerial visitors? Does Nazca record contact with the unknown in the language of earth and stone? What was the true purpose of such monumentality and coordinated effort? Geological analysis of the lines reveals alterations in the crystalline structure of the soil, as if it had been subjected to high temperatures or electromagnetic radiation. What kind of process could have caused these modifications in the rocky substrate? Many of the lines do not form recognizable figures, being simply straight runways that extend for kilometers through the desert. Researchers have discovered that the Nazca lines align with the same astronomical patterns found at Machu Picchu. Both sites appear to be part of a larger network of monuments interconnected through precise celestial alignments. Could this be a navigation network for extraterrestrial visitors who used Earth as a cosmic reference point? Following the mysterious trails to Sacsayhuaman, or Ollantaytambo, we encounter walls of stones larger than cars, shaped and stacked as if the builders had knowledge that defies our conventional science. Local stories speak openly about giants, the Gentiles who shaped mountains and built impossible fortresses. Other traditions name Viracocha, the creator god who descended from the sky to teach geometry and the art of stone. Could these be purely legends, or are they cultural memories of real beings who brought knowledge from somewhere beyond the Andes? Or are they evidence of visitors in distant ages descending from above to shape human destiny? Some of the stones at Sacsayhuaman weigh more than 200 tons and were transported through rugged mountainous terrain from quarries located more than 100 kilometers away. The transportation of such massive loads over such extensive distances would be an enormous logistical challenge, even for our current technology. Excavations have discovered underground tunnels connecting these megalithic sites. Tunnels with construction characteristics completely different from known Inca techniques, presenting perfectly smooth walls and precise angles that suggest the use of very advanced drilling technology for that era. In the sands of Paracas, archaeologists have discovered mummies with elongated skulls and skeletons, with proportions that confound classical science. Yes, head binding can explain some deformations, but there are skulls with volume and bone structure that suggest something completely different. DNA studies reveal lineages that do not fit with those known in Andean history. Why did ancient peoples strive to look so different? Was it for religious status, to honor gods, or were these traits inherited from encounters with non-human beings? Are the Star Children another clue in Peru's hidden puzzle? The elongated skulls present cranial volume up to 60% larger than normal for human beings, with anatomical characteristics impossible to obtain through artificial deformation. Differences in bone structure, number of cranial sutures, and bone density superior to normal human levels suggest a different species, not just cultural modification. Isotope analyses in the teeth reveal completely different diets from local populations, with chemical compositions that suggest distant geographical origin or even extraterrestrial origin. These beings were not native to the Andean region and possibly not even to planet Earth, based on the anomalous genetic evidence found. Viracocha appears again and again across centuries and cultures, described as a being arriving out of the waters or from the sky, bringing light, arts, measurement, and transformation. His image repeats in Machu Picchu, Tiahuanaco, Cusco, and many sacred sites scattered throughout the Andes. Some patterns even cross oceans, appearing far beyond South America. Could this be evidence that ancient Peru was part of a network connecting great civilizations in times lost to written memory? Was Viracocha a product of imagination, or was he a real messenger who brought cosmic understanding to early humanity? According to Inca traditions, Viracocha was described as a tall being with light skin and a beard, completely different from the Andean natives. He supposedly arrived from Lake Titicaca, bringing advanced knowledge of engineering, astronomy, and agriculture. More intriguingly, Viracocha possessed the ability to shape stones with his hands, as if they were made of soft clay. Are we talking about a god, a teacher, or an ancient extraterrestrial visitor remembered through the ages? Artistic representations show Viracocha carrying objects that do not resemble conventional tools of the era. Staffs or cylindrical devices that emit rays of light or energy, possibly representations of alien technology misinterpreted by ancient artists. Centuries pass, but the fascination with UFOs and extraterrestrial life only grows stronger in the Peruvian imagination. Traditional festivals, local myths, and shamanic rituals celebrate the presence of lights and beings appearing from above to impart knowledge and spiritual guidance. Oral stories tell of dreams and altered states where teachers appear not as humans, but as shining figures or creatures beyond normal description. Have the answers we are seeking always been hidden in these ancestral stories? Are altered states a way to make contact with other realities, dimensions, or parallel worlds? The Andean shamanic tradition keeps alive the belief that Machu Picchu serves as a portal for communication with superior intelligences. Ceremonies with sacred plants like ayahuasca supposedly allow direct contact with entities that identify themselves as the ancient builders of the citadel, offering knowledge about lost technologies and cosmic purposes. Psychics and paranormal phenomenon researchers report extraordinary experiences at Machu Picchu, including sensations of levitation, visions of anomalous lights, and telepathic contacts with non-human intelligences. Could these phenomena be related to the special energetic properties of the location that were deliberately incorporated into the architectural design? Today, new discoveries emerge as technology breaks the silence of the jungle. Using 3D scans and satellites, experts are detecting hidden chambers, tunnels, and geometric forms beneath the vegetation at Machu Picchu and related ancient sites. There are signs of underground paths linking great cities and sacred mountains through a network of tunnels extending for hundreds of kilometers. Magnetic forces, special minerals, and astronomical patterns seem woven into the planning of these remarkable places, creating a complex energetic infrastructure. Still, the deeper we dig, the more mysteries rise up, reminding us that Peru's greatest stories are yet to be revealed. What do these new findings mean for history, curiosity, and our search for answers far beyond the expected? Infrared photographs reveal heat patterns that do not correspond to visible architecture, suggesting underground structures and hidden energetic channels that indicate a complex much larger than what is exposed on the surface. Measurements with sensitive equipment reveal anomalous electromagnetic fields that pulse in regular patterns, as if the very structure of the city was designed to amplify specific natural energies. Patterns repeat when we look beyond Peru. At Corral, Egypt, and Mesopotamia, ancient civilizations built pyramids and monuments aligned with the constellations, adopting construction methods that science struggles to explain even today. Why do so many cultures separated by oceans share this same obsession with the stars and this same mysterious precision? Is human history a web of disconnected civilizations? Or is there a global pattern rooted in ancient wisdom, lost to time, or in shared contact with otherworldly visitors? When we compare Machu Picchu with places like Giza or Babylon, does a secret connection emerge? Are all these sites evidence of knowledge that cross continents, guided by curiosity, or even the invisible hand of extraterrestrials who established a global network of interconnected monuments? The civilization of Caral, considered the oldest in the Americas, presents architectural characteristics surprisingly similar to those found at Machu Picchu, despite being thousands of years older. Step pyramids, astronomical observatories, and advanced irrigation systems suggest technological continuity that transcends conventional historical periods. Now the great question remains: was Machu Picchu a monument to pure human genius, to the relentless drive of curiosity and innovation? Or is there really a deeper connection to forces and visitors from beyond the earth who walked these paths long before us? Were the ancient Peruvians visionaries, prophets, or just witnesses to events we are only now beginning to understand? The answers may never be final, but by questioning, seeking, and daring to explore these enigmas with open minds, we move closer to the truth that still hides in the mists of these sacred mountains. Today we gathered pieces of evidence, theories, stories, and mysteries that challenge our ideas about the origins of civilization, the boundaries between history and legend, and the reality of contact with the unknown. What do you believe? Are we looking at pure human achievement, or is there a real possibility of mysteries far beyond what textbooks reveal? Will we ever uncover the true story? Share your theory in the comments. Join this ongoing search for the unknown. Remember to subscribe to this channel, activate notifications, and keep following our exploration of the world's hidden secrets and unexplained phenomena. Together we will ask new questions, follow where curiosity leads, and perhaps find the answers no one else is looking for.